Good morning. Long time no see. Unless you were on the Travis Mages channel, then you just saw me. I have been going through a whole bunch of crisis that comes to my home. And I'm realizing that there is a bunch of crisis happening with everyone right now. So today felt like a really big, beautiful awakening for me. And I wanted to share that process along with some pointers as to how you can kind of get through times of struggle. So first and foremost, times of struggle occur when we have attachments to things that are not actually us, right? So areas from corporal chaos will say, what is you, right? And that's kind of the ultimate question on a spiritual basis, right? Like, what are you? You are beyond yourself. You are beyond your personality. You're beyond your ego. You are eternal. So when you are living a life and you are attaching things to yourself, right? Like in my case, it was my house, right? The house becomes an extension of me. It becomes an extension of my identity. So when something goes wrong in the house, I feel like something goes wrong with me. And you can see this in all different stages of your life, right? It can be in love and the way how you communicate or anything like that. So struggle occurs when we forget our eternal identity, right? This reality is Maya. It is an illusion. It is not who we really are. We are the experiencer of this illusion, though, right? So when we encounter crisis or things that get shaken up, right, that shake up our lives, that make us not feel good, that's a big indicator that we have started to attach a lot of ourselves to this particular thing or situation, which is perfectly natural. And in fact, if you're living as a human, yeah, I think that's going to happen. You probably should, right? Or it's one of those things that's just going to happen. But when you have an awareness of your eternal self, you can also remember that everything here is temporary. And there's no greater reminder than reality itself when crisis happens to tell you, to remind you that, yeah, everything here is temporary. Even the body, right? But the soul is eternal. So a recent kind of reprogramming method I've used for my perception has been creating meta states. I got into an awesome conversation with my friend Maestro over this, and he educated me a lot on this kind of thing. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of what I did, and hopefully you can apply it to your life, or if you already have, that's fucking great. So meta states are essentially a perception change. It's a state that you wish to be in, and you maintain that state by attaching at least 3 principles or main beliefs of yours to that relate to that state. And to those principles, you attach memories and emotions. Now, when something bad happens, you can actually see yourself doing this when something bad happens. So, for example, for a while, everything was breaking in my house, right? And I couldn't afford to fix all of it. So, when something would break, I would ask myself, it just doesn't stop, does it? These things are going to continue. I must be cursed right now. So that was my main principle that I was going off of, was I'm cursed. And because of that, I started attaching all of these emotions and memories to things that really highlighted that belief there, that I am cursed, that something is happening, and that I am cursed, and that I am stuck. And all of a sudden, all these other principles and beliefs started coming up and attaching themselves to that overall conclusion that I am cursed, that my home is going to fall apart, I'm not going to be able to take care of it, I'm going to become homeless, right? all these things. So you can kind of start seeing that chain effect in your own negative thought patterns. So right now, decide what is something very simple that I can change, that I can create a meta state for. And I say simple because when you change one part of the perception, everything else in your reality changes as well. It's going to happen. So what I did was I said, for an example, right, what I've been doing is I've been saying everything good happens to me. Good things happen to me. And in order to support that conclusion, I gave myself 3 principles that I believe to be true, right, that are very general. So first thing is, whatever I focus on, I attract. When I change my perception, reality changes. And the third one is everything is vibrational. I can't remember it completely right now, but like everything is vibrational or something like that, right? So those are my 3 main principles. Now, automatically, when I started listing those principles, memories started to come up along with emotions that supported those belief systems. When that started to occur, I then consciously linked that to my new conclusion, that good things happen to me. And I'll tell you, I know it sounds stupid, but throughout the days, good things have been happening to me. Even when bad things are occurring. Just last night, we had another break, right? It was like a freak accident. Something broke in the house. Oh, and my poor boyfriend, he was just like, I'm just so done. Like, I'm tired. And I was sitting there like, well, only good things happen to me. So this is probably going to offer up an opportunity. Automatically, my mind went to that. My mind changed. My perception of everything changed. And my identity with the bad stuff that was happening wasn't attached. So it's like, okay, yeah, this broke, but so? That was kind of the mentality that happened. And I'm finding myself detaching from things more and more. And not in like a trauma way, like, oh, I'm becoming numb to it. No. But in a way of, you know what? Conflict offers me opportunity to change. Good things are always happening to me. I can't wait to see what's around the corner after this. Like, that is the mentality. Another really good principle to run off of, to kind of throw in there that I've done, is that I know that every habit takes at least 21 days of consistent practice. So I give myself time for this meta state to really kick in. That was from MC Maestro too. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, so there's some good stuff. So create a meta state. Create a meta state of what you want. And if right now you're super overwhelmed, think of something simple. Think of something like, good things happen to me. And then attach at least 3 principles that you believe to that state. Automatically, when you think of those principles and them relating to the state that you want to create, there's going to be memories and emotions coming up. Keep tapping into that, and you will stay in that meta state and watch your reality change. It has been for me. Since then, all I am noticing are the good things. I'm having wonderful conversations, wonderful reminders of this, just wonderful things occurring. Even though my house is falling apart. Even though I am financially strapped. It's okay, because I know that around the corner, good things are going to happen. This is a really amazing way of how I've been able to change my mindset, because a lot of times, I know for myself, I get stuck in here and I forget that who am I? I am actually eternal. I'm not this at all. This is all temporary. A lot of times I'll forget that, and so I let this control my circumstances. And really, this is a tool. And once you know how to apply that tool, reality will start to dip more into your favor. So I hope this was clear. I hope this helped. If you have any more questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments below, or to share your own story as to how meta states have helped you or meta programming has helped you get through difficult times. What are some principles that you find yourself living by? And what emotions and memories are tied to those? And how can you relate those to a conclusion that you actually want? So, anyway, that was my spiel. Many blessings on your journeys, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.